Hey, welcome back to FTL Multiverse. We're surviving the convocation slash escort duty. Things are looking a bit better again. It's been a roller coaster of a ride, I will admit. See how things go. Unfortunately, you've dove right into the center of a particularly thick ion storm. Before you can even initiate contact, see mysteries hail from another ship which quickly spreads the cloud, advising you to follow them. Follow who? Let's follow the mystery ship. You take your mind off the other vessel for a moment and tail the ship that hailed you, which eventually leads you to a smaller rogue planet. You don't catch sight of the vessel until you finally land on, and realize it's just a small shuttle. Next to it awaits an orchid covered in typical words. Is that even a thing? It probably is. I haven't seen anything like made up yet. That wasn't a name. What is that? Nope. That's not a thing. And 3 L's isn't anything either. Okay. Back for you to follow. We understand you are renegade, correct? Come please, the master awaits you, and there is much to share. Go with the orchid. Hope your questions will be answered soon. You follow the orchid to a large tank-like vessel. According to your database, this is a repurposed Duskbringer army truck, which is designed to carry up to 20 soldiers for rapid ground deployment. Now it seems its weapon arrays have been replaced with basic utilities like clothesline and a small battery-powered terrarium. The orchid bows and points to the door, suggesting you enter. As soon as you enter, you're met with a strange smell, a mixture of a mixture of spices and incense, which makes a couple of your crew gag. The rattle of pots and other trinkets can be heard from the adjacent room, which reveals Zoltan in a long decorated robe stirring some strange concoction. Maybe soup? Though with the smell it's hard to tell, with a big metal pot. Oh, friends, I do hope you're friends. Zoltan hobbles towards you, limping from a glitch in his damaged chassis. Huh? Zoltan has chassis? Okay. As he approaches you, he puts his hand on your face and begins feeling around your features as if uncertain if you're real. Renegades. I know it from the look in your eye. Don't deny it, I'm a man. I think a man. What is a man? That's a question for later. Of peace, that is what we call it, I think. But still, I can respect it. Rule needs killers, and maybe that's an indictment on the world. Wish we didn't, but we do. And that's your job. It's cool. Would you like some soup? You're put off guard by sudden subject change, but figured if you want to understand what this is about, you should say yes. Yep, stay for soup. Zoltan clapped his hands together and rambles about soup for a while as he grabs a ladle from the shelf and stirs his big pot. He rings a bell and several more robed individuals enter the room. A mix of species, but mostly Zoltan and orchids, who each help themselves to a bowl of soup. As Zoltan is serving them, you also notice a secret compartment that's opened, and a lizard-like creature comes out, scoop up a bowl of soup, and vanish without being spotted by anyone else. Once you've all received your soup, Zoltan beckons for you to sit with him and begins to messily gulp down his entire bowl in a few seconds. Now that you so handily accepted my soup, I think we are friends indeed. Oh, how lovely. I love meeting new friends. I am Anurak. That is my name. Whatever name might be to you. And you are... No, wait, don't tell me. And I contemplate your face for several moments, never making direct eye contact. You look like a Shelskenbree. Shelskenbree. Yes, that is your name, most definitely. Hello, Shelskenbree. Well, there you go. Sounds royal. Anurak leans over the table, knocking over a soup bowl and reaching out his hands and shaking yours. Glad to meet you. Don't know. Just accept Shelskenbree. Anurak ignores you, instead shifting slightly as the rocket from earlier brings over a rag and helps wipe up the spilled soup. Well, Shelskenbree, you're probably very curious what's going on. I can answer any question. Well, not any question, some questions. Actually, I'm in dire need of your help. You see, long ago I was a Duskbringer, by mistake, but those were different times. We were also angry at the Ministry, the Federation, and the sweet promises of a glorious future were also alluring. But, bah, it was nothing glorious. Maybe glorious, define glorious? No, scratch that. It wasn't glorious at all. Would you like more soup? Without waiting for you to answer, Anurak pushes his chair aside and stumbles over back to his soup pot, fetching another bowl and throwing it down before you, sloshing some of it on you, though Anurak doesn't seem to notice. By the eye, I love soup. Best liquid you can consume. That's lie. No, it's not. I'm getting like Doctor Who vibes from this one, which is why I'm going through this pretty quickly. I feel like he's like speeding out these words, like speed running a book or something. I don't know. I've made many mistakes in my life, and I'm not proud of them. Personally, I'd like to stay here and hide from them. Unfortunately, my friend Devrak wouldn't. Maybe you heard of him. Maybe you haven't. He's an old veteran of the Fed Mantis War, and a Duskbringer war hero. It's funny though, he's not much of a Duskbringer. Seems his mistakes in the eyes of our glorious leaders, well, not so glorious, and his faltering dedication to the movement, now he's gotten us both into a pickle. Oh boy. What happened? Well, see, Devrak and I had worked together in the past, and he came to me one day with an absolutely insane idea. He wanted to leave the Duskbringers. No one does that. At least if they do, they don't live to see the next cycle. I told him he was crazy, but Duskbringers have seemingly grouped me into this whole thing. I found my faith, and frankly, I'm good where I am. I was hiding out in the mystery for a while, but had to fake my death, where an assassin came for me. Sure, why not? Perfectly normal. Now I'm hiding here, but naturally they're still after me. The only way to clear this up, methinks, is to find Devrak and get him to clear my name of any involvement with him. That's where you come in. Yes, you, Shelskin I've taken the oath of non-violence and cannot travel to Devrak without risking my life. If you could be so ever too kind to take me there, I'm sure I can convince him to reward you ever so kindly. I'll make you soup, what do you say? Sure. Anurak pats you on the back and thanks you eagerly, bowing a couple of times and calling for a third round of soup. You're about to suggest heading out quickly when there's a loud series of bangs outside. Scattered gunfire, then the thunderous noise of a ship entering the atmosphere break the previously silent atmosphere of the planet. He was outside to survey what's happening and spotted Duskbringer elite approaching. Anurak panics, they're here! The caravan can't protect itself, please help us or we'll all be executed. And then who will be there to make soup for the poor and hungry? Defend the caravan! We're still in one of those though. Yeah, we can't go losing even more of our... Who needs shields? Right? So, he's got not all of his weapons up, okay. His beam is offline. Oh, so that's active. How are you supposed to tell again? No, legitimate question. It's time to hurt you now. And I do mean bloody hurt you. They spent that long trying to... And projectile's dead. This is why you'll always want a clone bay over a med bay in this game, because of BS like that. Anywho, the Dustbringer ship has been felled and it leaves a sizable crater on the planet's surface below. You swoop in to salvage the remains before contacting Anurak again. Upon your return, Anurak claps for you, looking around him and raising his hands to convince the other monk to clap as well. Oh bravo, you've done it! But they already found me out here. Oh, this is bad. Wait, am I overreacting? Damn it, stop overreacting. No, I'm not. It's bad. Oh, what to do? My ship. I buried it somewhere. Here, take it. Just take it, Shelskenbrie. Maybe they're tracking it. I need to get rid of everything I have that's tied to the Dustbringers. You got a plan, we'll follow through, we'll protect you until we find Deverak. Oh, Shelskenbrie, you're right. How could I forget the plan? Well, it's not much of a plan, or is it? I suppose it is. Yes, right, okay. Let's get going then. I'll transfer the coordinates of the hideout Deverak's been hiding at. Let's make haste in no time. Upon examining your map, you realize you just won't have time. Sacrifice. That seems ominous. Do you provide power? You do. What does sacrifice do? Starts suicide countdown when count is finished, fully heals all allied crew and provides a 15% buff to their repair, movement, and health for 15 seconds no matter where they are. If the countdown is interrupted by death, the ability will not be casted. So another thing you use when you have a clone bay. Great. We're in Sector 6. What is happening here? Okay, so clearly that should not have happened. I'm gonna go... Once we get to the next sector, I'm gonna look up what event this should have been. And I'm just gonna trigger it manually through the console. Because I have an entire sector left to go. How can I not have enough time? There's been weird things happening in this one. Like enemies that are too powerful for where we are. Now the game telling me I'm out of time, even though I'm definitely not. Very young Dustbringer, perhaps not even yet an adult, is barreling down towards you. Federation Pig, this here is Zoltan Space and you aren't welcome here. You're in for it now, for I am here, I will be your downfall. I eat Feds and Renegades for breakfast. Yeah, just like my hero Deverak the Deathless. Hey, we're about to go find him. Wanna join? I'm climbing the ranks, yeah, I'm gonna be the... You're a bit young to be a soldier. Aren't you guys in Pig? I ain't a soldier, I'm a freaking Dustbringer. Doesn't that make you a soldier? Nothing but a brainwashed lackey who eats hay and dies for the cause he ain't even knowing. Okay, well. Mind control! I like the shuffle they keep doing. I don't know why they do it, it just makes my ears bleed a little bit, but... Okay, how many people are on my ship now? Besides just way too many? Okay, if you could like all just not be here anymore, that'd be grand. I'm gonna be so glad when this run is over. There's so much going weird. First of all, the ship has just Breathe. Consider this to just be a challenge run or something. As I mentioned before, this concept was unique when it first came out. Right? Like, ooh, a ship where your shields only protect half your stuff. Nobody's seen it. Was like, wow, special, how cool. Now you've seen everything and you just groan. And you wonder why. Why did I accept the challenge? Why not? It's a cool mod. Like, if anything, consider me playing this mod because this thing is done really well. And the whole, despite the shield being here, the drone is here. But this blue thing not being here, no. There's no need for that anymore. Not for me, at least. Alright, pig, well played. Made a mess of my ship. You're proud of yourself. Give yourself a pat on the back. Beat that does bring around. A little more coming for you after this. Let me tell you, but because you prove yourself, I'll take pity on you. I am not in the right mood set for this. So not in the right mood set. Okay, I think I'm at the point where I need to say that I'm not actually, like, angry or anything. It's all a bit. If I'm really getting to the point where I'm getting annoyed, I just don't play this anymore. It's that simple, right? I may have leaned into the raw bit a bit too much. Anyway, yeah, we're not getting a lot of dodge training, and mainly because we just do everything in our power to not get shot at. I might pick someone's brain over this. I kind of want to know what was the idea about remaking this one. If it's just for making that and showing this off, sure, cool. Small moon, avoiding some scans, POWs. I thought there was going to be a fight first, I would still get people. Nope. Doesn't work like that. Oh wait, can these guys teleport? They can. Wait, where are they? Oh, they're in oxygen now. Every time, huh? Let's get to the next sector and I'll check out that event. Explore... Hail? Sure. The place of ours we call home is not for the Federation. Taking we'll trade if you have missiles. Yeah, sure. I could find an engines guy. Self-pairing, the self-teleporting stimulant unit that grants allied crew initial help to movement speed, combat damage, and sabotage damage and repair speed for under 10 seconds. I mean, these are all great ideas, but do you really want to give up a weapon slot for this? That's what I think is such a shame about a lot of these cool stuff. Like, this is a neat idea, rather than just heal, here's a bomb that just shrinks your crew, but you're not giving up a weapon slot for it. I mean, I wouldn't. Maybe I'm the crazy one, but... like, maybe turn this thing into an artillery or something. I've done it with Mother Hen, you just give the thing a really long quote-unquote fuse to give yourself time to move your crew into that specific room. But as a weapon, you wouldn't use this. I wouldn't. Let's go Monk Refuge. I don't want to deal with hackers either. Okay, let's go find C2 Monk Refuge, exit north for task. I was able to interact with a crew member there. Okay, I'm gonna go check what event that is. See you in a bit. Alright. I think I got it. I'm just gonna hope that it doesn't crash anything. I think it should be this. Because let's face it, I had time to do this, and I don't know what kind of bullcrap it came up with, but here we go. You've tracked down the hideout coordinates that Anurak gave you. An old Ministry research outpost that was abandoned during the onset of the Duskbringer revolution. However, there seems to be little activity both outside and within. Eyes can show only one individual inside, though they don't seem to be a Zoltan. Something is wrong here. You land on the landing pad nearby and pull open the rusty doors, noticing scattered Duskbringer armor all over the floor. Well, there's obviously no corpses. The faint residual energy signatures suggest all of these soldiers died here. Chances are you're about to find the killer. Deeper into the hideout, you eventually find a main lobby. Surprisingly cozy for a once science outpost and now ex-terrorist hideout, with a man in grey armor sprawled on a couch with his arm dangling off. Cool. Waiting for you. Good, you made it. Was wondering how long until you'd get here. After I spied your ship near that monk's hideout, idiotic green freaks couldn't contain their temper even when I told them to wait. And look where it got them. Blown to smithereens. The man gets off the couch, revealing himself to be an impressive height. He peels off his painted MFK helmet and places it on the table and reaches out his hand. I, on the other hand, aren't so stupid as to tangle with renegades. Name is Sagittarius. Well, not really, name is Jack, but Vale calls me Sagittarius, one of his goofy little nicknames. He flashes a smile and extends his hand even further across the table, demanding you shake it. Yeah. Why did you go grab his hand? He slides it back smoothly and throws up two finger guns. Okay, gets him every time. Mercenary spins around and flops back to the couch. So with the pleasantries out of the way, shall we begin? I think we shall. If you're observant and knowledgeable, no offense if you aren't, you'll likely have noticed I am an angel, one of the syndicate's goons, minion for Vale, blah blah blah. I'm a mercenary, a good one. I get things done. I know renegades and mercenaries have some bad blood, but we're both in the business of efficiency, and I think I found a way for both of us to be very efficient together. It's a bit of a prize. Look, I'm not going to betray Anurak, okay? Let's just get that out of the table straight away. There's probably a little less glamorous plan I had before, but I think we can weave you in and make something that really blows all the socks off. Man rolls a cigarette from his pocket and lights it with a flame he produces from a miniature flamethrower built into his sleeve. Since you've met the monk, I'm sure you've at least been introduced to the name Deverak. I'm not quite sure how Zoltans do physical attraction, but apparently I've heard he's quite strapping. Darling of not only Dustbringers, but the Ministry too. Indeed, Mr. Ray exists in a grey zone between Patriot and Rebel, the aspiring youth of the Ministry. Everyone's grown tired of the corrupt faculties of Minister Lume, and day by day more and more turn to radical venues like the Dustbringers. Jack put a finger to his lips and shushes you. Patience, renegade, don't you care about backstory and context? Where's the fun in this line of work if you don't care to set the scene first? The angel clears his throat. Where was I? Oh yes, you see, Deverak has become the poster child of the entire Dustbringer movement. His face alone has convinced countless Zoltans to betray the Ministry. He's seen as a moderate amongst all of these terrorists. Someone reasonably and rational, turned against only the corrupt Ministry officials who caused all of this mess. But that's just what they say, at least. I don't really care if he's the nicest guy in the multiverse or a raving psychopath. He's my target, so no matter what kind of person he is, he's about to end up dead. Jack pauses, letting it sink in for continuing, but you see, this is no ordinary hit. For the very people that hired me are the Dustbringers themselves. There's a lot of fear that Deverak may have turned again, and he's planning to renounce his membership. At such a pivotal moment in the Dustbringer movement, well, it'd be quite disastrous, yeah? This whole Universe 1 backstab, though, very, very advantageous. Say, a rebel killed Deverak before he ever had the chance to denounce the Dustbringers, yeah? Jack snaps his finger at you and nods, and that would be very advantageous indeed. It'd be the rebels crossing one final line, and the Ministry isn't going to do anything, of course. It's just enough to convince someone gullible youth they need to do their part in avenging the fallen hero. Now, given enough time, surely it'll happen naturally, but time isn't on my client's side. So let me guess you're going to frame Deverak's assassination on the rebels. Right, Mundo. If I didn't have handsome Jack vibes already, I kinda do now. The Dustbringer I was traveling with were supposed to set a trap, lure Deverak out, just in time for us to swoop in and pew pew. We didn't expect any risk going after the monk with a whole non-violent shtick. But turns out you were there, and now the lure is dead. So frankly, I think you're sort of in my debt anyway. You ruined the plan and now you owe it to me to fix it, yeah? It's a win-win-win. You get rid of a war criminal, the Dusks get their silly war and propaganda fuel, and I get Vale to stop riding my ass. How could you refuse? You'll need that monk though for this to work. Someone close enough to Deverak that'll actually draw him out. Still with you? Yep, there he is. You turn to Anurak, who's been listening to the whole conversation. He chuckles nervously to a joke no one else heard, and looks at Jack. Good, so he's still here. Means his plan might still work. Jack moves close to Anurak. Look, I know it might be hard to turn in your friend, yeah? But think about what you'll gain from it. You want out from this Dustbringer business, right? Well, the only reason you're in hot water is because the Dusks think you're with Deverak. Do this for me and you'll also absolve yourself of any threat you might pose to the Dustbringers. You'll be a free man, see? Everyone wins here, how could you refuse this offer? I mean, he's right. Am I missing something here? What am I supposed to be doing here? I'm just reading through what the options are. Choice. Okay, so here's what you do if you decline. Jack's smile quickly disappears, replaced by sinister glare. Right, that's just the thing with you renegades, isn't it? You contribute nothing to society unless you see a way to squeeze as much money out of it as possible. No interest in paying off debts you so dearly own. Fine, if I had my choice I'd just kill you, but for as much as Vale hates you in particular, it'd be just unnecessary collateral damage. But stay out of my way, and the event seems to just end. There's also a blue option for Irwin here, apparently. Huh. So we accept here, I guess. Jack pats you on the back, throwing you into a half embrace as if you've known each other for your whole life. Good, see, that's what I like about renegades. You understand the benefits of paying off a debt, In this business, it always helps to have friends in high places, right? Well, I won't waste any more of your time. I'll patch over the corners and we'll be on your way. Jack throws you a thumbs up and begins to leave. Before he steps out the door, he looks back over his shoulder and gives you one last warning. Oh, but just so we're clear, Renegade, you're there to lure Davrak out so we can kill him. If you're trying to find any business with me, my boot crushing your throat will be the last issue. Oh, okay, so we betray him afterwards. Good. Everything's hunky-dory then. And it's not showing up here either. Okay, there's something definitely broken here. Unfortunately, we are out of time. But I think I can make an exception for this, right? Yeah, let's go here. We'll go out of the nebula. We'll do... This is funky looking. Peaky Bears have been established in the orbit of a luscious, overgrown jungle planet in the center of a giant cavern filled with floor lies a Zoltan temple. It looks relatively low tech, save for a single dormant audition protecting it. Hi! Welcome, friends. All are welcome in this holy place, free of charge. Yay! Join in meditation. Yay! Okay. Okay, let's load up the next event then. If I wasn't stupid enough to close it. Okay, I wasn't.